gentlemen. It's been a great pleasure for me to represent Germany, who is happy to support the 4th Himalayan Consensus Summit. Happy to support this just as we support Nepal in its endeavor to fulfill on its national determined contributions to the climate change commitments under the Climate Convention. Recently, we are actually in the process of closing the NDC partnership, which helps Nepal and other countries to actually access the means which are there in the global instruments to actually fulfill these commitments. I'm happy that you have reached so many supporters. I'm only just one of many, and the punishment for that is actually that all these supporters have to get some speaking space, and this is just terrible to have all these ambassadors speak about it. Therefore, I will be very brief. I'll leave the space and just recall a little bit what has been said this morning in the very impressive opening session. It is very clear that this 4th summit, as you yourself said, is a turning point because awareness has been raised. People are now talking about the Himalayan has been one of the biggest climate challenges of the world, not just the rising sea, but also the water in the mountains. The question is, what now? What next? And it's not for me, the German ambassador, to give any lessons on that. I will just, having almost the latest slot in the speech, just echo two things which were said this morning in the very impressive opening session. One was put forward by Elisabeth von Capella, my Swiss colleague, and well, Germany also chairs a few of these snowy mountains of the Alps, and we know how important it is to do regional cooperation in Europe because we experience it. But I think what she said was very important. She spoke about niche products, about the youth, and actually about the way to make money in this country without destroying environment. I think that is something which is very important for our discussion at home and for what we can bring to this region. Money and environment, making money and protecting the environment are not in opposition. They can go hand in hand. There is money to be made in protecting the environment. I think that's the first lesson I would like to put forward. And if we look at the recent investment summit which was held by the government of Nepal, there too, good governance, the rule of law, how you organize yourself is so important for bringing in money. So again, money and good governance are not opposition. They're actually something which go together. And the second, I was very impressed to hear this morning from Professor Lama, who will actually conclude and who will give us more of his insights. I think your vision of soft power being something which needs to be exemplified here and used in the Himalayan is extremely interesting, and it resonates, of course, for a country like Germany, which is a medium-sized country in the middle of Europe and needs soft power and is a champion of the European Union, which is actually a soft power institution. I think it's very important to highlight that in a region where hard power is so much at stake, where two giants come together and squeeze medium-sized Nepal in between them, that actually soft power is a solution which can come handy for both of these powers, and there's a solution, there is an opportunity for that. So I'd encourage, and I think Germany will be with everyone who would like to encourage concrete projects which will make these soft power a reality. Concrete projects like making India the gateway for energy connectivity between Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and the whole region. That's something which resonates well and where Europe, the European Union, and Germany will be part. But also, for instance, if you speak about an environmental insurance company, something like that, I heard something. There have been other attempts to do this in the Caribbean, I know, against hurricanes and so on. This could be an interesting subject where countries need to work together. So these two ideas I'd just like to take up and to say it's important to have these kind of regional cooperation projects. That's what we think is the future of the regions. That's where German interests lie, if there is any German interest in this country. And I'm grateful that this summit, but also ICIMOD, are platforms which bring us all together in this. Germany alone could not be a real player in this region. But together with others, I think we can make a difference. I'd like to thank Pete Budd, who actually is the coordinator of the group of supporting countries for ICIMOD, where we work on the question, the same as the summit is posing itself. There is awareness. The impressive HIMAP assessment has shown how much action is needed, and now we need to come to some form of political action. I'm not going into which institution this might be, but it's important that there is a chance and opportunity, and concrete projects can make a difference, like the ones put forward this morning. So I'm looking forward to the last speech, which I think I'll listen with even more interest, and wish all the best for the coming process. It will probably be different, but under Sajiv's leadership, it'll be successful. Thank you very much.